Selena Gomez, massive weight loss causes concern. We gotta talk about this, but before we get into it, hello! My name is Sebastian. I spill pop culture tea every single day. I do spill pop culture tea from my very sparkly closet, and hopefully one day I can be your favorite comfort content creator, and it feels like we're on a FaceTime call, so that's the whole vibe here, okay? Listen, let's just jump into this. We got to talk about Selena Gomez because Selena Gomez is Selena Gomezing. Listen, Selena Gomez is Selena Gomezing right now. And I could not be more happy, nor more proud, I'm so filled with so much. I just feel like such a proud brother, and I just feel so excited, motivated, enlightened. She makes me feel all these wonderful things. And Selena Gomez has overcome so much in her career. She has dealt with bipolar, the transplant, the body dysmorphia, the hate, the body shaming. And when she was heavier, a lot of people were body shaming her. Now she has lost some weight. People are now body shaming her once again. She was captured filming Only Murders in the Building in New York. I'm going to put the pictures right over here. And yes, listen. So, of course, a lot of the comments are like, oh, Ozempic is Ozempicing. Selena Gomez is on those shots. Selena Gomez, why is she losing weight? Selena Gomez, the body, she's so skinny. And now it's turning into, is she okay? She's way too skinny, this and that. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. She got hate for being too heavy. Now she's getting hate for being too thin. What will please you? You know what I mean? Like, girl, what is it going to take for you to be like, okay, girl, just go about your day, We've seen the comments. We've heard the narrative. We've seen the videos. We've seen the headlines. Now let's see Selena Gomez talk about her body.
Oh yeah, my weight's a big one too. Everyone just has something to say and it's really making me sad. But honestly, I don't care about my weight because people bitch about it anyway. You're too small, you're too big, that doesn't fit. Bitch, I am perfect the way I am. When I got diagnosed with lupus, I was around 16 or 17. It was a very brutal process and I didn't enjoy it at all. But cut to a few years later, I was able to visit a child in the hospital, and they would not look at me until I said I had lupus too. And that's when I knew that happened to me because of I could do that moment. So then when I was going through a heartbreak, I immediately wrote my best music and wanted to be there for every woman or a man or whoever, going through that journey. And then there was the kidney transplant I walked through, and all these things that may seem like they could bring someone down, I try my hardest to say at least they're not alone. And if I keep going, hopefully that means someone else can keep going. Because I don't want to always do it, but I want to for them, more so than myself at times. But I'm a work in progress, and it's just one day at a time. You hold a lot of water weight, and that happens very normally. And then when I'm off of it, I tend to kind of lose weight. Really, guys? I just wanted to say and encourage anyone out there who feels any sort of shame for exactly what they're going through, and nobody knows the real story. So I just want people to know that you're beautiful and you're wonderful. And yeah, we have days where maybe we feel like shit, but I would much rather be healthy and take care of myself, and my medications are important, and I believe and they are what helps me. So, yeah, not a model, never will be. I felt bad for for how I was portrayed. I really was talking about my body and I was judging myself, and the whole thing was just really confusing and sad.
I've always been fat, okay? I've always been fat since I was a kid. I've always had the man boobs. I've always had the tummy. You know, I always have this ass. And growing up, I got body shamed all the time. So when I talk about people's bodies on my channel, I tend to be as respectful as humanly possible because I just think people's bodies are nobody's business. Selena Gomez, she is Selena Gomez. She is actress, singer, entrepreneur, brand owner. She works and helps with millions of people's mental health with the Rare Impact Fund. But aside from all of that, most importantly, she is human. This is her body, okay? And whether she is taking the shots or she is working out, eating better, on a calorie deficit, on keto, or she just got liposuction, who knows? Whatever the case is, why are people's bodies always such a main focus to other people? Instead of focusing on other people's bodies, mind you, I have a really nice idea. Focus on your body. That way, you could maybe live your best life in the body you want. Now, there is this whole thing about Hollywood with people always ending up losing a lot of weight. For example, Lizzo. She is getting so much hate lately because she started her career being this, you know, she was bigger and she was a body positive queen. Her music was, you know, about body positivity. She really inspired me to love myself. I really promise you, Lizzo was someone who really opened my eyes in so many ways of trying to explore life in the body you have and be okay with it. You know, I've been on a diet since I was like 11, right? And my whole mantra was like, oh, on Monday I'll start the diet. Oh, on Monday I'll start the diet. So when I saw someone like Lizzo, I was like, amazing. Her message was spread worldwide and she became like the face of body positivity. Now she's lost a bunch of weight, right? She's lost over 100 pounds and she's getting such horrible feedback about it and such backlash because they're saying, wait, weren't you this body positive queen and now you've lost the weight? So were you never happy? Same thing with Selena. Selena once did an interview talking about how she would write body positive messages on Instagram while she didn't believe that herself. So she was telling us, love yourself the way you are, accept yourself the way you are. But inside, she was not happy, nor was she accepting herself. There's this picture of Selena Gomez trying to get on a boat. You guys know this one. And that picture went viral million times over of so many horrible comments making fun of her body. So now I look at her in a skinny, she's a lot skinnier, right? And a lot of people are saying kind of the same thing as Lizzo. Weren't you the one who's saying, who says you're not perfect? Who says this? Who says that? How come you have now changed your body? So let's break it down. We all have one life to live and we got to do what's right for us. I have been over 300 pounds at some point in my life. Just 4 years ago in COVID, I was over 300 pounds. I was the most miserable I've ever been in my life. But on social media, like Selena, I was telling you to love yourself because I do believe in that message. I do believe in that message. But you also have to understand that we all have rooted traumas. We all have things that are connecting our beliefs to our minds. So yes, we could believe in loving yourself and being the best version of yourself. But if you have traumas from the past, or you have bullying memories, or you have just an unhealthy relationship with food or body dysmorphia, it's hard for you to believe it yourself, for yourself. You believe it for others, but not so much for yourself. Just because she is telling you to be the size you want to be and be comfortable and confident doesn't mean that she likes to be that size. We have to stop putting band-aids on things, okay? I, Sebastian Soto, do not like being overweight, to the point where it's hard for me to go up a hill. I get very tired walking my dogs. My asthma starts kicking in. Nothing fits. I don't feel comfortable or confident. I see people who are big like me or even bigger slay in this life. And I've told my mom and husband so many times, why? someone who looks just like me is living their best life, taking their shirt off in the pool, being happy, being free. How come I can't do it? Doesn't mean I don't love or believe in your message. I just don't like it for me. And that's okay. All right? That is okay. I have had a very hard time reading these comments for Selena because I can't imagine her finally feeling maybe the best she's ever felt, because we've seen her this past year and a half with Emilia Perez, with the red carpets, with how much she's kind of evolved and how she's very respected in the industry. And now it's being turned into something so fucking nasty. And I'm just like, damn, like, can she breathe? Do you know, can she breathe? So all in all, I'm saying leave Selena Gomez alone. Don't focus on so many people's bodies. Just because they have a message of body positivity for you does not mean that they have it for themselves. That's something that we have to work on. That is some childhood trauma. That's, you know, just inner workings that we got to do. And maybe one day we will believe that same message we're spreading. It's sort of like, you know how people say, I give great advice, but I don't take it myself? That's kind of how I see it, that it's like the same, right? So to finalize this video, worry about your body, bitch, okay? Worry about your body. Embrace your body. Love your body. If you are whatever size you are and you're happy and you're healthy and you're being safe, enjoy. But if there's something you want to change about you because you don't feel comfortable or confident, change, period, okay? As long as Selena is happy, as long as she is healthy, as long as she is safe, as long as she is one with herself spiritually, mentally, and physically, that's all that matters. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And like always, when I say the magical words, make a wish. Beedity, bobbity, boom!